Hey y'all, welcome to the Ginger Walkabout. I'm the Ginger. That's Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. And that is Lucille. She is a 2020 Winnebago Travato 59 GL that we have been living in full time since August of 2019. This is my Day in the Life series where I give you the real scoop about what it's like to live full time on the road. Hey y'all, so last time we talked, I was in Redding, California, and I was there for 4 days, mostly because of work, and got Lucille all oil changed. Anyway, the day I left, it was going to be 108 degrees in Northern California. I can't. So really, the only thing to do when it gets that hot is make a run for the coast, which I did, and when I got there, it was in the 60s, and it was fantastic. So, Redwood National Park is like this weird thing with a California state park. California state parks run it, I guess. Even though it's a national park, I don't really get it. But, bottom line, campgrounds in California state parks still closed, therefore, ergo, Redwoods National Park also closed. But it gave me the opportunity. I did my first casino parking lot camping. Many casinos, for either free or a nominal charge, they have large parking lots, and they will let you park there. It's dry camping, boondocking, whatever you want to call it. And of course they want you to go into the casino and gamble, but I'm not comfortable with that yet. But anyway, so that's what we did. And the Whiskey Dog and I went and walked around and went down to the overlook of the ocean. It's, of course, the casino is on Indian reservation. And so we did that, and then beautiful sunset, absolutely stunning. And then the next day, we got up and we went and did our first hike in Redwoods National Forest. And it was the Trillian Falls Trail, and it was absolutely stunning. So the Trillian Falls Trail, lovely, couple miles. Couldn't take Whiskey Dog, obviously, because it's national park. But one of the first things you get to is this crazy tree stump that's like twice the size of me, like tall. And I'm telling you, this is where every woodland sprite, hobbit, crazy, this thing was awesome, y'all. I just stood there and stared at it for a while. I don't even know why. It was so cool. So yeah, then you get to the falls. I mean, they don't call it the Falls Trail for nothing. Not a huge waterfall by any stretch, but certainly very scenic. And then you just wind your way through the forest, through the redwood forest, with the giant trees and the ferns. Have I mentioned how much I love ferns? Anyway, I love ferns. And then the path that just winds through, and they have all these groves that have been sponsored, and it's lovely and shady and beautiful, and it was just a great little hike. All right. So we are leaving our second night in our first casino parking lot. So we are in Trinidad, California, and we were
head northeast on Maui Moorview Lane towards Cher-Ae Lane, then turn right onto Cher-Ae Lane.
That's some serious car camping right there.
Turn right onto Cher-Ae Lane.
Not screwing around car camping.
Feet,
okay.
Turn right onto Scenic Drive.
So there's the casino over there. All I did was go in to pay. I'm not feeling good about being inside enclosed spaces for lengths of time. But we're up on this bluff and overlooking kind of the ocean. If you could walk, you'd walk over to it and see it even better. Anywho, it was $20 for up to 3 nights. We stayed 2. Now, because it's the closest place to Redwood National Park, and because of course the campgrounds are still closed. Wearing me out, campgrounds. Anywho, so now we are headed back to Redwoods because I got a pass for Tall Trees Trail. You gotta get a permit for that one. So this is gonna be interesting. All right, Tall Trees Trail. This is an interesting one. You have to get a permit to go on the trail, and I got one. I was very excited. And then it is 7 miles up a very windy, bumpy, horrible paved road, and then you go through a locked gate, and then it is 6.5 miles on a dirt/gravel road. All right. So we have reached the dirt road portion of the Tall Trees Trail. And when you get your permit, they give you a code to unlock the gate. And then it is down into the valley near the river and the trees, and then around a loop and back up. So yeah, I got the permit, drove out there. They say allow 4 hours for the whole thing to get up the road and all that, and I did. I'm a little disappointed, y'all. Actually, I was a lot disappointed. This was not a great trail. I mean, you got to have a permit, not because the trail is so fabulous. They got to control how many people are there, but because of the parking. There's just a tiny parking lot at the end of a 6-mile dirt road, and they know that if you drive 6 miles down a dirt road, it don't matter if you can find a parking spot, you're going to make a parking spot. And so they just limit it because of that. For me, the Trillian waterfall trail was way better. Easy to get to. Way more scenic trail. I didn't get eaten by mosquitoes on that trail. So yeah, I mean, I don't hate that I did the Tall Trees Trail, but, yeah, I don't need to do it again. And if you're short on time or effort or, permits, then just skip it. Skip it. Just go do the Trillian Falls Trail, and that will be sufficient for your Redwoods going. All right, so here's what your van's going to look like once you go 6 miles up and 6 miles back down a dirt road. This tire's supposed to be black. Look at this. And I was on the freeway afterward. My bike is filthy. I mean, really filthy. My mats. Yeah. Next order of business. And my running board is going to be to get Lucille another bath. I clean her up and she gets dirty again. Alright, y'all. This is my last night in California. I've been in California since the middle of March. I had no intentions of being in California that long, but that's fine. Pandemics happen. And I found this park, y'all. This county park that I am in. The Florence Keller County Park and Campground in Crescent City, California. Check this out. This place is insane. Okay, y'all, I cannot get over this campground. $20. It's a county park. Look at that awesome space. Tree. Look at that cool stump. Man, if I was a kid, there would have been all sorts of things made up about what lived in there. Y'all. Banana slug. He just cruising. He doing what he do. And then, footbridge. Let us follow past the amazing trees. Alright. Look. Down tree. over some water, bridge, whiskey dog, off into the forest of the ferns, and then more freaking redwoods. Like, what? How is this just a random county park off a highway? Because Pacific Northwest, I guess. Bravo. Well done. So yeah, little obsessed with that county park, obviously. But I just loved it. And, you know, it's tiny. So if you go there, you know, I don't know that you're going to want to spend a week. Which is also kind of cool. Because if you only get overnight there, you don't feel like you're going to miss a ton of stuff. Because it's small. And you can just wander around in it and enjoy the beauty and then get a good night's sleep. So anyway, that was it for California. And then I headed into Oregon. Now, I did not film a lot of Oregon for y'all because I had just been to Oregon a couple years ago rafting and gone to Crater Lake and done that stuff. So Oregon was more of just cruise up the coast, which I did. And the first thing I did was go to the little natural bridges stop, which is super cool. And, you know, me being me, I decided to go on this, like, super steep trail that goes down onto the bridge itself. And I'm like, this is awesome. Took the dog and everything. And then came back up and found, like, you know, the tourists walk out to the platform overlook. And people were like, were you just down there? And I'm like, yeah. So anyway, but it was worth it to go down on the bridges because you could see through several of them all the way down the coast. So that was cool. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't film a lot of Oregon because then I went into the Portland area to just, you know, sometimes you got to get into a bigger city to get the dog to the groomer and to find a Whole Foods and a Kohl's because I needed some clothes and, you know, that kind of stuff. So next time we are headed to the Olympic Peninsula. And I tell you what, y'all are not going to want to miss that. So we have gained a bunch of new subscribers. Welcome. I think a lot of you came from Kevin over at 30 and a Wake Up. Shout out to him. He's got his van. He is on the road. I'm super excited for him. Anyway, so welcome. And I hope you enjoy these videos and get something out of them. And maybe I will see you on the road.